Item. We're doing something in like an hour-ish. So we'll just do this until then. We were done. We're still doing these. Oh, that's right. Okay, talk to me.
Hey, Sonny. Is this seat open?
Huh? Oh, yeah, of course. As you can see.
Something the matter? You look a little down.
Oh, don't mind me. It's nothing you need to be concerned about, Kiryu-san.
All right. I'll just wait until you feel like talking about the thing I shouldn't be concerned about. Don't mind me.
So that's how we're doing this? There's no winning with you, is there?
I see. So your officers, these great and wise uncles of yours, are acting suspiciously whenever you're not looking.
Yeah, basically. A lot of people in Komi Jewel, the younger members in particular,
Did I get a weapon for what's his face?
saying they don't know what to do.
I didn't even think about that.
The elders put up a front when I'm around, but when something goes sideways, they take it out on their younger subordinates. It's unbelievable. If they have a problem with how I run things, then they should say it to my face.
To my face?
Hard, having to deal with subordinates who are older than you or may even have more experience. Seems like the Queen of Komi Jewel has some troubles of her own.
It's a minor issue, and a personal one at that. It's really nothing you should be concerned about.
Those officers are around my age, aren't they? I could lend you a hand if you need it.
Oh, no, please don't. I am not saying another word so I can at least preserve what's left of my people's dignity.
We're on the same team now, so there's no need to go about things alone. Just how long are you gonna treat me as a guest?
Well, for as long as I'm the face of this town. But I'm happy you consider us allies. Oh, happy is an understatement. I am over the damn moon right now.
What was that? I didn't catch that last bit.
Oh, nothing. I was
Really?
just
Are you
saying
deaf?
It's the thought that counts. Not only are you my guest, but you're also sick. You should put your health first.
Yeah, looks like a little baby.
Went straight for the jugular there.
Wah.
There once were 3 organizations that kept a close eye on this town. Komi Jewel, the Liumang, and the Seiryu clan. While it may have looked like a 3-way power struggle on the surface, it was actually intended to prevent outside forces from entering. Compared to the past, Ijincho seems a bit too relaxed nowadays. I suppose as a side effect of the ongoing peace. There's not much I can do about that, but my reputation would take a major hit if you're caught worrying.
Yeah, I hear you. Guess that means there's nothing more I can say.
Maybe the alcohol's getting to me. Sorry, I didn't mean to come off so persistent.
Don't worry about it.
Perhaps I'm in no position to say this, but
Hmm?
I prefer how Ijincho is now over how it was before. Even the Komi Jewel bunch has become quite social these days.
Yeah, I guess they have. I hear they actually started saying hi to people on the streets. With some of them, of course, not all.
Komi Jewel used to have this image of being a secret organization that was always out of sight.
Without any rivals around, like the Tojo clan or the Omi Alliance, they're probably enjoying the peace while it lasts.
I see.
Oh, thanks for that, barkeep. I prefer Ijincho the way it is now, too.
Actually, that reminds me. An old regular from Komi Jewel gave me this.
Hot gun. Oh.
What is it?
A mask worn by members of our organization. It's modeled after the ones used in traditional Korean performances. We would hide behind a mask whenever we had to get our hands dirty.
I remember.
Right.
Kind of.
The owner of this
A couple
mask
years.
said it's been a long time since he's had to wear it. Eventually, he amicably cut ties with the organization, got married, settled down in this town. He left this mask at the bar, saying he was turning over a new leaf.
Looks like Komi Jewel's going through some changes.
Still, he shouldn't have given this mask away, much less to an outsider. Maybe I should tighten up operations.
Maybe you should loosen up a bit, Sunhee. The way you carry yourself sometimes makes you appear real intimidating.
That's the purpose of it,
Some
right?
would say that's one of my good points, though. Better to look tough, so your subordinates know who's in charge. Jungi-han thinks so too. But, what say you, Kiryu-san?
Well, your subordinates probably appreciate the fact that you're easy to read.
I see. You think so too? These drinks taste even better when I'm with you, Kiryu-san.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm supposed to be dead, so I never thought I'd be able to enjoy a drink like this again. That's why I'm savoring every glass. Because I have a friend to drink with.
A friend? You consider me your friend?
Of course. Unless that's a problem.
Oh, not at all. I'm honored.
Sonia? I'm begin my drink link. Hold on. Did I get a button for you, bro? A homeless guy's cane makes so much sense. Or one of the upgrades. Well, for now, this is just better. Begin drink link. I'm gonna go do more audio dialogues to get what's her face's drink link done. Seikos.
Hey, Sunhee. Mind if I join you?
Of course I don't mind, but... How's your health, Kiryu-san?
Just fine. I am limiting my intake, believe it or not. Thanks for the concern, though. Is it really alright for you to spend so much time with us? Will your subordinates manage without you there?
I'm sure they'll be okay. There are hardly any issues that require my input. If they need me to get involved, then they know how to reach me. So there's no need to worry about me, Kiryu-san.
Your phone's ringing.
So it is. Just ignore it. I'm enjoying our time together right now.
But...
See? Now, if it's really important, they'll call again right away.
You gonna answer that?
Nothing could possibly be more important than enjoying a drink with you, Kiryu-san.
I appreciate the thought, but now I'm a bit on edge here.
Well, now that that's over, we can finally drink in peace.
Sunhee, don't you think you should call back?
Even if I don't respond right away, my subordinates will take action. They've been trained to do so on a regular basis.
If you're sure. I've got nothing to say to that.
I suppose I have to take this then. Excuse me, Kiryu-san.
Yeah, of course.
What? This had better be important. Yeah, got it. Bye.
Everything okay? What'd they want?
All good. Don't worry. It's not a big deal. Just ran into a little bit of trouble.
Your subordinates called you multiple times, but it turns out it's no big deal.
Yeah, apparently a fire broke out on Komi Jewel turf.
What?
Look, don't get so worked up. It was just a minor fire. But I've been told it might have been deliberate. Some guys from the Liumang roaming the area, allegedly.
Liumang? But I thought they were under your command, same as Komi Jewel.
Yeah, which is why I'm having them look into the matter. Again, no need to concern yourself with this. Well, that's enough of that.
That sounds more important than having a drink. Don't worry about me. Go help your subordinates.
But
I'm done here. If I drink any more, then I won't hear the end of it from Nanba. Go show your face, even for just a second. Your subordinates need you there more than I do here.
fine, fine. Once you've made up your mind, you can be as stubborn as a mule. Guess we'll call it here.
Well, I'll go with into a fight and get your signature weapon.
And hey, we'll drink again sometime.
Or not.
As long as you're up for it,
Of course.
There's nothing I'd love more. Well, see you.
It's tough having to lead an entire organization. Daigo really had his work cut out for him.
Do-da-ding, do-da-ding. Do-da-ding, do-da-ding. Do-da-ding, do-da-ding.
Sunhee, what happened with that small fire? The one where the Liumang set fire to Komijul turf.
Oh, thanks for your concern, but I'd rather talk about literally anything else. There's some dissent within Ijincho, just something I have to deal with as a leader. Just nothing you should be worried about.
No can do. You shouldn't have to shoulder that burden all by yourself. Why don't you lay it on me? You mentioned before there aren't many people who can drink with you as equals.
I did say that, but... screw it. There really is no winning with you. Honestly, I didn't want to air out our dirty laundry in front of you.
So it was arson. But nobody saw who did it.
Right. All we know right now is that the culprit was fully aware they were setting fire to Komijul turf.
Don't you find that a little strange?
Well, how so?
If I remember correctly, your subordinate didn't hesitate to tell you that the Liumang was behind it. But how could they call them out without an eyewitness account?
So you've noticed. Impressive. Long story short, the accusations against the Liumang are false. There's no evidence pointing to the perp, so it's all bullshit. But someone managed to escalate that BS to me without having to go through any filters. That's the real problem.
What do you mean?
I'm saying the lie originated within Komijul, among the top brass at that.
In other words, one of the Komijul officers tried to deceive you with a false report.
Precisely. He probably made his underlings start the fire, then spread the rumor that the Liumang was behind it. This act of betrayal only serves to escalate tension between Komijul and the Liumang. I can't turn a blind eye to it.
You're right. One wrong move and it'll lead to an all-out war between the two of them.
Truth is, some people aren't too happy to see Komijul and the Liumang getting along. By deepening the division and sowing discord, they'll be able to pin the blame on me for failing to take action. That's the traitor's end goal. He wants to chase me out and seize my throne to rule Komijul himself.
You managed to dig all that up? Then did you find out who the traitor is?
I did, actually. He got sloppy when leaking the rumor. Turns out the traitor is the eldest of Komijul's officers. His name is Han Chulsa.
So, that's him there, huh?
Should that queued up,
One
man.
of my great and wise uncles I've talked about before. At his age, he should be thinking about retirement. Guess he wanted to make a name for himself before going out.
By betraying you, no less. If he's the oldest, then the two of you must go way back. I'm sorry to hear that. I understand why you didn't want to talk about it now.
Yet I still opened up about everything from start to finish. Just how do you do it, Kiryu-san?
I only hope you feel a little better after talking about it.
This is such a mess. I really didn't want you to see me like this. I can't believe I just spilled everything to you.
Was Han Chol-sa dissatisfied about something? I doubt he'd plan a coup for no reason.
I can't think of anything. Except for the fact that I'm younger than him, and a woman. Considering he's a man who's faced countless adversities in battle, perhaps he doesn't want to end up under a leader like me.
Most old men probably would think so.
I've received the same report from different sources stating that Han Chol-sa is secretly rallying people to rebel. Saying crap like Sun Hee is capable for a woman, sure, but weak-willed, and other people are more suited to lead.
So he's been working the rumor mill.
I can find out anything and everything that happens in Ijincho. Han Chol-sa won't be able to keep up with the information warfare. But people look up to him as a legend of the past. My generation grew up listening to stories of his heroics. He once fought to the death with the Tojo clan back in its heyday. I never thought he would ever become my enemy.
A man too full of pride is a man stuck in time, unable to move on. Nothing more than a relic of the past.
Yeah, that old man's far too reckless for his own good. Oh, but he's older than you, Kiryu-san. Much older. You're not even in the same age group.
You don't have to force yourself to say that. More importantly, what do you plan to do about him? As the head, it's up to you to decide how to deal with traitors.
See, this is exactly why I didn't want to talk about this with you, Kiryu-san. Truth be told, I haven't made up my mind yet.
It's a tough call to make, given how complicated the situation is.
A leader needs to be able to make snap decisions for the good of the organization. I need time, though. This is a difficult situation, but knowing you understand that is reassuring. Thank you, Kiryu-san. Sharing your suspicions with someone else does help clear things up.
Yeah, it certainly seems so.
I'm sure you have other things to do, though. Your own problems are even more pressing than mine. I don't want to cause
True.
you any trouble, so...
Get the fuck out of here.
Can we just drink and talk about something stupid now?
Sure. What better way is there to booze?
Ever hear Wemby?
You really do get me. Always have.
Yeah, I'm ready for my fight against this man. Tony's on the phone. She mentioned before that there was a traitor in Gomi Jewel. The phone call about that.
Got it. Thanks for the report. I'll be there soon.
Put him in a
You
coffin.
guys have to stand down. We won't come out of this unscathed. Considering we're up against Han Chol-sa.
What's going on? You were just on the phone with a subordinate, right?
Sorry?
Say
I don't know
Henshi
what
here?
you're talking about. Anyway, I just finished my drink, so I'll be leaving now.
Wait, Sun-hee. It sounded like you don't have enough hands on deck.
Psh, I'm the queen of Komi Jewel. I always have enough hands.
Suzuki-san, it's rare for you to be stood up.
I doubt I even had a chance. Do you happen to know anything about what Sun-hee is dealing with right now?
As much as it pains me to snitch, it seems that a hostile faction in Komi Jewel started an insurrection.
An insurrection?
About 10 of them, all led by Han Chol-sa, have been attacking one Liumang shop after another. It's likely they're aiming to start a war as quickly as they can to try and overthrow Sun Hee-san.
Things have already escalated that far?
As the queen, she needs to bring Komi Jewel under control herself before the Liumang retaliates.
Which Liumang spots are they hitting up? Do you know where they are?
I take it you intend on helping her?
Of course.
I understand how you feel, but you ought to know that Sun Hee-san can't accept an outsider's help. Unless she demonstrates authority and resolves this situation herself, the same thing will keep happening.
Please, Time is of the essence. There's no way I could relax and knock back some drinks after hearing all that.
This is you.
That's not the only problem, by the way. I've noticed she's been trying to act tougher than usual whenever she's around you. My guess is that she wants to look more put together in front of her hero. You should be more considerate. Take her feelings into account.
Now's not the time for that.
Oh, right. I do have something that could come in handy.
A freaking mask, bro.
Wear this, and you'll look like any other Komi jewel. Sunhee-san won't even bat an eye.
That's genius. I owe you one, bartender.
Bartender. Bartender, I pooped the bed.
Enough, Hanshul-sa. I have always thought of you as a hero. Why would you do this?
That's right. I am a hero. But should a hero be forced to spend the rest of his life under the thumb of a little girl? Only a man of brute force, undeterred by bloodshed, can rule the underworld. Not a woman like you. I'm taking what is rightfully mine.
So that's Hanshul-sa.
Take a good look, Sunhee. Don't your underlings make for a pathetic sight? They actually thought they stood a chance against me. Arrogant greenhorns. There's no soldier worth his salt within the present-day Komi jewel. I've spent my days wreaking carnage during the Tojo clan's prime. I will bring change to this pitiful organization of yours. What's so funny?
You, Hanshul-sa. You've gone senile. Sounds like you're under the impression that you could beat me, if only by brute force.
Of course I can. But I'll let this slide, as long as you get on your knees and surrender. And swear to all of Ijincho that you're relinquishing your post as Komi Jewel's commander-in-chief.
That's all? Anything else?
Let's see. Ah, yes. Strip off your clothes when you kneel. Imagine. The Queen of Komi Jewel surrendering while nude. Don't you know? The common man loves a good show. And you were never one who served to please.
Huh. Good to hear.
Huh?
The proud warrior I once knew is dead to me now. And the lowly, boorish man I see here is nothing but a shell of his former self. Now I have no qualms meting out punishment as your leader.
Foolish girl. You only have a single underling left on your side. Give it up. You can't win.
Don't listen to him. I will win. Even if I have to fight alone. If you want to run, now's your chance.
No, I cannot do that. Whatever you decide, I will see it through to the end, Sunhee.
Huh. That voice.
Don't pay me any mind. Hanshul-sa is approaching, so please brace yourself for battle.
Right.
Look lively, men. It's time for a new era.
And the dude you saw 10 minutes ago wearing that same outfit he's been wearing for the last 40 to 60 hours.
Show me what you got.
Let's do it.
Give me a little. Nope.
Something wrong?
Try to block this. You asked for it.
Whoa. Give me a little 3 on this man right here. Alright, just a couple of nerds.
It's my turn.
Here we go. Hardly a fair
Did you
fight.
really think you'd win?
Assassin's Needles.
How could I, the Hanshul-sa, have lost?
Poor judgment, I'd say. That's just too bad. For you, I mean. age has not been kind to you, hmm? Since you messed with the Liumang, I'll just hand you over to them so they can decide what to do with you. Unfortunately, that means I can't guarantee your life.
No, please! Wait, Sunny! I'm sorry. I was in the wrong.
In the underworld, you can't play ignorant and expect to get away with it. You were the one who taught me that. Hey, you! Thanks for the help. You really saved me back there. I didn't know we had someone like you in our organization.
It's an honor to be of service to the Queen.
Why don't you take off your mask?
My apologies, but it is more imperative to tend to the injured as soon as possible. Pardon me, ma'am, but I should go look for help.
Fine. Go on ahead. Have you been drinking here ever since I left earlier? Kiryu-san, a long drinking session is no good for your health, you know?
It's fine. I didn't drink that much.
Then I guess I'll take this seat. So... did the bartender lend you that Komi Jewel mask?
Sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ah, looks like I made you worry quite a bit. But if that's how you want it, I'll play along. Right, bartender? You got involved too, didn't you?
I'm afraid I'm just as in the dark as you are.
Sure.
So true.
Of course you are. God, neither of you open up about your past or your secrets very easily. You two are certainly veterans in that field.
How about a drink, Sunhee? Just relax. Try not to give the bartender such a hard time.
You two might be the only ones alive who'd treat me like a child. Then again, perhaps that's why I'm rather fond of this bar. To good friends and good drinks. Cheers.
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 So what happened to that one trader in Komi Jewel? What was his name again? Hanjolsa?
You're still keeping up the act? Huh. Well, my lips are sealed. It's a Komi Jewel issue. Outsiders don't need to know. Okay, dealing with Kiryu-san is one thing, but why is the bartender smirking? That's poor customer service, you know.
Look at her, giving us the cold shoulder.
Yeah, she has a point. That won't fly in the service industry, bartender.
All right, you two.
Achievement unlocked. More costumes for her to choose from. And then you get a couple more points for what's her face. Mounts are off. We got book down here. Book. Fight. And then these tons of guns. Fight. Okay. Then it'll probably be time to do what's it called? So. No one's really hurting. We should just go. I just got these new shoes. I think Gear won't be using it in here once this Psycho gets to 30. What do you know? Gone here already. Yeah, that's the thing over there. Homeless men. Hungry hippos. Hungry homeless. 31 for Nanby.
No problem so far.
No problem so far.
Think I'll enjoy this.
Doing better than I thought.
Doing better than I thought. 50 speed. Menacing men.
Let's get started.
They are
My turn.
28s.
Right.
Something wrong? Allow me.
Yeah. Have fun with this.
This should be lethal.
Hope this hurts.
Nito.
We have a winner.
You picked the wrong.
Don't want to think what might have happened if you hadn't stopped. Thank you. Or Rish. Hello.
Hey, Hamako-san.
Well, if it isn't Sayako. How's business? Raking in the cash, hon?
My club's doing okay.
Dunk.
Now, if you're doing okay, then we must be more or less the same. And not much to do during slow hours, you know. Anyway, I see you brought another familiar face.
Dunk.
I've only recently arrived in town. My name is Taichi Suzuki.
Come on now. What's with the fake name?
Huh? What fake name?
Don't play dumb with me. That awkward introduction of yours made it so obvious.
Was it really that awkward?
Maybe it's better if we just cut the bullshit with her.
Oh, I see how it is. Everyone's already in the know about your alias. Fine then, I'll play along. Taichi Suzuki-san, was it?
I guess there's no fooling you, Hamako-san.
Don't take it too hard, sweetheart. Stay in business long enough in this town and you'll end up just like me.
Yeah,
Dunk.
that's a good thing.
This is Hamako-san. She's been in Ijincho longer than I have. She's like the underboss of this town. Or perhaps more aptly, a ghost haunting it.
So what's the story? You girls dump Ichiban for a new man?
Suzuki-san here helped me and Kasuga out of a bind. He's even more notorious than I am in the underground. Careful not to show disrespect, lest you embarrass yourself.
Enough of that. Keep up that talk and I'd be the one disrespecting Hamako-san.
Oh, looks like we have a real gentleman here. You treat all the ladies this way? And how do you know?
How should I put this? The two of us used to work for the same company. Although we never met back then.
Ichiban really respects Suzuki-san. Oh, right, the two of them were in Hawaii until recently, too.
Huh. You guys must be real close if you went on vacation together. All right then, Suzuki-san. Why don't you stay a while? Have some tea with me.
Guilty conscience. Dunk. Ding.
What? I'm not gonna eat you up or anything. Oh, are you too busy to have one cup of tea with an old hag like me?
Let's have that cup of tea.
All right. Let's have that cup of tea.
Now we're talking. Head on upstairs. I'll get everything ready.
Didn't think she'd let me alone for tea. We just met too, so what does he even have to tell me?
Your shop?
Sure is. On the outside of our meeting house. Normally you'd be serviced by some girls. But if you're looking for that kind of special treatment, come back another time. Of course, I'll have to charge you for that.
No, I'm fine.
We're what society would call a shady business. Remember that politician, Ryo Aoki? A few years back, he came to Ijincho. He made this bold claim that Bleach Japan, the MPO, would build shelters. Said that girls who work in places like this, and their families, could live there free of charge and get job training. Sounded like a brilliant idea. Now that's real philanthropy, I thought. He even told me I could be the dorm mother. So I was near ready to sell this place off.
Why is this place still standing?
Because that shelter was a bald-faced lie. Ryo Aoki's true objective was to gain popularity and gather votes by wiping out the gray zones and everyone in it. I made my girls go to a shelter, but it ended up being a mousetrap. Lion's Lair, actually. Yeah, they were all arrested and deported. The ones working here now are all new. The kind of girls who come work for me don't even have family back home. That's why they stay here in Ijincho. I was duped all because I was careless. Now I have no idea how any of those poor souls are doing.
I see. Sorry to hear it. But it sounds like you had no way of knowing that happened.
But the thing is, I should have known. Ichiban and them saw right through Ryo Aoki. They even had their suspicions about the shelter. Now they tried to warn me, but I still went and got myself fooled. I even yelled at Ichiban, telling him not to doubt Aoki's good intentions.
You're not the one at fault, Hamako-san. It's Ryo Aoki.
I know that, sure, but... Never got to apologize to Ichiban for yelling at him. Now it's been years since, so I completely botched the timing. And knowing him, he might not even remember that one minor detail. So I wondered, maybe I don't need to apologize. I never stopped wondering since.
Is that why you decided to confide in me? So I could be your messenger?
Come on, I'm not that shameless. Nah, I just wanted someone to hear me out, I guess. But there's no way I could tell Namba or Saeko. Nah, I don't need them seeing me weak and vulnerable.
And you thought I'd be a good confidant?
Well, Ichiban respects you, doesn't he? And you were with him until recently. Anyway, did he say anything about me while you two were off in Hawaii?
Sorry, this is the first time I've heard about this. But as far as I know, he's not the type of guy who'd bear a grudge. If you really did offend him, wouldn't he just call you out?
Yeah, maybe so.
I don't think it's anything you need to worry about, though.
Sorry for taking up your time on my petty little issues. I feel bad.
Don't worry about it. We all have those nagging doubts in our heads. You're not alone on that. Even if you want to forget, you can't. Because you never got the closure you needed.
Closure. When you get to be my age, you're always gonna have unfinished business.
Right, I feel the same way. But recently, some things came up in my life that got me thinking. Tying up all those loose ends made me realize that. No one can live life without having a single regret. That's impossible. But you can take matters into your own hands and try to make the best of what life dealt you.
So you're saying I ought to apologize to Ichiban? Well, what if he says, I don't remember anything like that and laughs in my face for bringing it up now?
If he finds out that it's been eating at you for a long time, there's no way he'd laugh. That's just how he is. I promise you that.
Think I get why you've got Saeko and Sun Hee waiting on you hand and foot.
They're doing what? Did you really have to put it that way?
Well, at any rate, I do feel better after talking to you, Suzuki-san. Now I'm actually looking forward to the next time I see Ichiban.
That's so. Glad to hear. Also, the tea was delicious. I should get going now.
And don't tell Saeko or anyone about this. You hear? After all, I'm supposed to be some hardened old ghost. So I can't have them think I've gone soft.
Don't worry, I can keep a secret. Thanks for the tea. and take care.
Taichi Suzuki, was it? Whoever he was, he must be a great man.
He talks like that, dude. 70 beast body. Okay. There sure are a lot of bridges in Ajincho. No. Whenever I see a bridge, I can't help but think of countless times I've thrown somebody off one.
This brings back
Maybe I'll try making better memories when I'm still alive. Yokohama one's done. I want you to pog me. Didn't I see you pogging? Whoa. We're gonna trash bags. I'm not a loser. Oh, oh, oh. What the? Thank you. Did not see you pogging. Oh. Did not see you pogging. Did not even know I was a pogging. Oh.
They didn't stand a chance.
Down. What he said? Double said? You little pest. Come on, level up. Do I have, what's it called? No, I used it already. It's not your job level though. Intoxication bomb? What's up, nerds? Hold up. Paper play. Debin. Who the frick do you think you are?
Show me what you got.
It's my turn. Try to block this. You asked for it. This'll
Here we go.
Get bodied, bro. Do I want to follow that up? Nope.
You picked the wrong opponent. There's more where this came from.
Thank you so much. Soul level 7. It is time to bond.
Oh, this place gives you bonus points if you use contactless payments.
Contactless. I've heard of that, but I don't know too much about it.
You put money into a smartphone app and pay through that. You can do all your shopping with just your phone, and you usually get points, so it's pretty handy.
I've never done it
The
before.
only problem is not every store takes the same type. So I've loaded up 8 different brands to be safe.
Huh. You sure handy's the right word? Things are going well.
Bingo.
To know them.
I really need to make a reservation at the salon soon, but
What's wrong? You don't want to go?
no, it's not that. It's just that it's so expensive. My hair is starting to curl up again, and straightening costs a fortune.
Straightening? I didn't think you had curls, Psycho.
I do, and getting ready in the morning's really starting to drag. Your hair's pretty straight, Kiryu-san. Ever thought about getting a perm?
Perm? Well, maybe if the occasion called for it.
Really? I would love to see your hair blown up like that.
I, think I've had enough explosions in my life. All right.
The bingos should get us there, right?
Our bond's getting
Okay, 2 more
deeper.
bingos. Or 3 more bingos. Dunk, dunk, and dunk. Yeah, we're gonna get there. I'm gonna want a snack. Psycho, you want a coffee bean? Okay, she will be done. Ding, 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 ding.
Let's dig in.
Bon
Real
appetit.
meal.
Bon appetit.
These special pancakes are amazingly fluffy. Oh, looks delish.
Yeah, you definitely won't be hungry after those.
Hey,
Something wrong?
I just remembered that Adachi-san ate the pudding I'd been saving. He still hasn't replaced it.
Well, this is out of the blue. When did this happen?
A few years ago, I had it stored in the fridge over at Survive.
Really? You're still holding on to that grudge after all that time?
Honestly, disputes over food are some of the most passionate. Look, a friend of mine ate another guy's cream puff while they were out on a trip. He hasn't received forgiveness to this very day.
All that drama over
Deserved.
cream puff?
It's more about courtesy among friends. If you want something, you should ask for it.
Speaking of, the strawberries on Sunny's cake look scrumptious. You mind if I just...
Lose a freaking finger, bro.
A death wish?
Not gonna work, huh?
Not even in your dreams. Thanks for buying.
That was
That
great.
was certainly food.
Nothing beats fresh baked bread. That said, I've been buying it less and less these days.
Did you get bored, you think?
Oh, no. It's just that I recently got myself a bread maker, so I've been really into that instead.
A bread maker. So you've been baking your own?
The newest ones are pretty amazing. They knead, ferment, and bake all on their own. You can even adjust the fermentation time to change the texture of the bread.
Oh, okay.
And by tuning the temperature, you can change up how soft you want your crust. Oh, there's a great deal on it right now, too, and it even comes with a cashback.
Have you ever thought about writing commercials?
Huh?
Things are going well.
Bread making. We're best friends.
Complete.
Friends forever. Unless we propose at a Ferris wheel. During the day? Well, I have to wait. When was Nanbuzz? Was that morning or evening?
Feel like taking a break?
Sure. You feeling tired?
Oh, I'm just in the mood for something sweet. How about Plage? They make the best.
You're gonna be the plague?
lattes.
And that's where we'll go.
Then that's where we'll go. Nanba, Namba, Namba, Namba. It is during the day. Okay, they're both during the day. So as soon as we'll do this, as soon as we go to bed, probably after we do her bond. On the streamers out there, huh? Doing streamer things. Or they stream. A lot of whips. A lot of ninnies. A lot of whips, whips. A lot of ninnies. It's at the door, bro. Oh, it's not open. We gotta enter. What am I thinking?
Come on in.
Begin drink link. Maybe we'll hit 30 and go change jobs. She's taking a call, yes.
Yeah, but is that really true? just can't believe it. Gotcha. I guess I was wrong about the whole thing. I'll go check it out myself. Depending on how things go, this could mean war.
Looks like something happened with Psycho-san.
Yeah, something alarming at that. Especially if it means war.
If I recall correctly, the two of you have talked about it before. About how her girls being headhunted may have been part of a ploy.
That's right. I guess the CEO who's been fawning over her was behind everything.
Not so sure about that. It's hard to say, going by that phone call alone.
Excuse me. Are you Suzuki-san? Thanks for looking out for our mama.
Who? You talking to me?
Who else would she be talking to? You're the only Taichi Suzuki here.
Oh yeah, that's right. I really do tend to let my guard down around this bar.
You mentioned your mama. I'm guessing you're one of Psycho's girls?
Yeah, she was just here, right? I came to stop her from rushing into trouble, but she hung up before I could get a word in.
So the person Psycho was talking to.
Yep, it was me.
What's going on?
Right. You know that CEO making a move on our mama? Turns out he has connections with the rival club.
The rich guy with a consulting firm?
Yeah, him. Apparently he and the manager of the rival club ran in the same circles back in college. Mr. CEO was always looking out for him. Anyway,
Mr.
sounds
CEO.
like the club manager asked his old pal to keep hounding our mama to keep her from noticing all the headhunting.
So Psycho went to give those guys a piece of her mind. That's what you thought she'd be in trouble, right?
Yeah, she sounded pretty pissed, so I figured I had to stop her.
Alright, I'll go check on her then. Do you know where this club is?
Oh, yeah, I do, actually.
I can't believe you've been wasting my time. So tell me, was everything just a ruse so you could pick apart my whole crew?
Well, guess this is the end of the line. You caught me. I did help him headhunt for his club, yes. It was a request from an old friend, see. He always comes to me whenever he's in a pinch.
Sorry about all this. I'll clean up this mess.
It's fine. But, Psycho-san, listen. I know you're angry, but I think there's been a little misunderstanding.
Uh-huh. Sure there is. But now that I know what you're after, I can see right through you. You're just a pair of scumbags.
Hey!
No, she got him.
Your mouth. My friend here makes millions in a month. And you're just a mama from some cheap-ass club.
What, you expect me to change my tune just because he's filthy rich? This is between me and him, so buzz off, dumbass!
You bitch.
Guess you didn't need my help after all. That's quite a face you're making, Psycho.
Oh. Hey, Kiryu-san. Why are you here?
I got word you were pissed at a guy for using you, but you seem to be keeping a cool head.
Well, yeah. I just want them to quit snatching up my girls. Well, that and having them swear never to do that again.
Right. So that's why you got yourself a bodyguard. But that makes things easier for us. You know, since I'd rather not lay a hand on a lady and all.
Can we not? I didn't come here to deal with you.
I don't want to get dragged into this either. At least, wait until I leave?
No can do, man. Gotta hit him hard and fast to come out on top. The guy's hired by the Sayako Makoto. You can bet she's got something up her sleeve. This old man's probably gonna put up a good fight.
Hold on. I think you've got the wrong idea now. Just FYI, you're messing with the wrong person. I can't tell you his name, but I'm warning you, he's strong enough to be called a legend.
Like I'm falling for that. Come on, boys! Time to shut him up! Get him!
Bring it on. Follow my lead.
I'm not backing down.
Room for 3, please, thank you. There, bro.
Hope you're ready. Try this on for size. Try and stop me.
Yeah, water bagged.
Too bad.
We have a winner.
Wham. Barmaid's bag.
What the hell are you?
I did say you
That
messed
little
with the
class probably
wrong
did more
guy.
damage to him than I did. It banged his noggin on the ground.
Wait, please! I really can't fight or anything! This has all been a misunderstanding, Psycho-san!
Give it up already, won't you? The manager here asked you to toy with me, didn't he? You think I was in a rush to get married since I'm right at that age? So you played it up thinking I'd bite?
Just a second. Why do you insist Psycho's misunderstanding something? Spit it out.
I admit it. At first, I did try to get close to Psycho-san at my friend's behest. He wanted me to draw your attention. That way he could poach all the girls you've trained yourself. As for me, I thought I could have some fun with a young, beautiful mama who works hard to earn her money with her own club.
Ugh, can you hurry up and get to the point already? Cause you're just adding fuel to the fire right now.
I apologize. Just please, let me say my piece.
Fine, I'm listening.
After dating you, I started to fall for you. Your personality and your business philosophy, and that's when I realized if I were to find a partner for life, I can't see myself with anyone but you.
What are you saying?
Do you truly hate me, Psycho-san? I was kind of hoping I still stood a chance, however slight. I've got money and the looks, if I do say so myself. My business is doing well, and I love kids. And I fully understand that my personality needs some fixing.
Wait. Are you seriously trying to propose to her right now?
I am. I hadn't been interested in marriage at all, not until recently. Too many women have tried to get close to me, their eyes set on the fortune I've made. But Psycho-san is different from them. She cared not a whit for my money. She's always brimming with confidence, even when she relies on someone else. You're beautiful and thoughtful. With someone like you at my side, I'm sure I could learn how to support another. In the beginning,
Where'd you get
I
those?
considered it a ridiculous farce. But now I believe we could create the perfect family together. That doesn't sound like such a bad deal, right? You can even drop your modest little club. I guarantee that my old friend will take good care of your girls at his place. From a business perspective, surely you understand how this would benefit you.
What bullshit.
Huh?
I'm done listening to your stupid, long-winded excuse, so now you listen to me. First, run off to that little friend of yours. Tell him not to come near my girls.
Ever.
If he tries to pull another stunt like that again, he's as good as dead in this town. I'll crush that little club of his and kick you two out of Ijincho myself.
But what about my proposal?
I'm not done talking.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, but your words didn't get my heart racing. But I admit, it takes balls to propose given your current situation. Maybe that would have worked on some other girl, but not me. But if you keep coming on to me, I will humiliate you so badly you will never recover from the shame.
Oh God!
Don't you ever come looking for me again, if you know what's best for you. It's over. Goodbye.
You're a tough one. Guess I didn't need to check on you.
Just booking him, bro. He's out of here.
unbelievable. Like, seriously, do I only attract guys like him? They all try to weigh marriage with pros and cons, but I don't see a single goddamn pro from my end. Ugh, idiots, all of them. This isn't a joke.
Sometimes that's just how it is.
I'm a businesswoman. I have my priorities sorted, unlike most guys.
Agreed. But maybe you ought to slow down. You're drinking too much too fast.
Well, excuse me, but I am pretty depressed right now. Is that how marriage proposals go nowadays? Or am I just old-fashioned?
Hmm? Old-fashioned how?
Well, when I think of marriage, I think of a place two lovers end up after affirming their feelings for one another. But that CEO and even Ichiban,
Yeah?
they both said the same thing. Like, how they'd make me happy and what sort of dream we could live out together. But there's something more important than all of that. Why didn't he realize that? And he thought he could get away with it after knowing me for so long.
Look, maybe this is just my imagination.
Uh-huh.
The CEO and Kasuga's proposals, they both sounded the same to you, didn't they?
I mean, Ichiban's was probably worse, but yeah, they were pretty similar. Especially when it comes to saying what mattered most to me.
I figured as much.
What makes you say that?
I've spent a lot of time with Kasuga in Hawaii. His awkwardness aside, I do admire his passion. And by now, after having a few drinks with you, I can imagine what sort of date you went on and what you guys talked about. I'm sure he was spinning his wheels, trying so hard to convince you. And fortunately, every point he made to win you over all meant the same thing to you. That there won't be a single con. And that wasn't what you wanted to hear when he was proposing, was it? But you can't bring yourself to tell him that you wanted to hear something else. Because of that, you spent all this time not talking to him.
You really think so? Actually, maybe you're right. Maybe that's what this is all about.
I can't answer that question for you. But I do have one piece of advice. Nobody knows when their life will be over. One day, you might be told your days are numbered.
Oh, Kiryu-san.
When you're young, you think you have all the time in the world. But the clock's ticking. I don't recommend you end things the way they are. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Kiryu-san.
No need to thank me. That was just the ravings of an old man.
If you say so. You know, I really loved my grandpa, so you can keep going on about the good old days if you want.
Hey now, I was just being modest there. Don't actually treat me like any other old man.
Yes, sir. Anyway, I'll slow down so we can take our time drinking. Come on, how about a toast?
To what?
Let's see. To this very moment, to enjoy the rest of our lives to the fullest.
Not bad. I'll drink to that. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's all the bonds. For this team. Did we get it with his face? Daggers, man. And we're gonna go to the bar. Or the apartment. I dashed you at 32, so. What's the chat at, friend?